What's up, people? Welcome back. I don't know if you can see me. It's part 4 or 5. I can't even keep track now. And we are on the BMW i8. Progress is coming along very, very sharpish at the moment. We're getting bits done because it's absolute blitz in England. Look, can you see my breath? It's so cold, and I don't want to leave these cars outside much longer, especially the one we're working on. I want to get that in the workshop and keep it in the warm because the frosting and the thawing out of wires is not good, especially if there's any broken connections, and on the batteries as well. It's not good. So we are on the dashboard today. Mission is, we've got the dashboard out of the other i8 up there, but we haven't taken it out of this one, which is the fresh one. So the damaged shit dashboard we've just put in the shed, and we're going to get the good one out today and hopefully get it fitted into that one. It might be a 2-day thing, so we're not sure how it's going to run yet. Fly, get out of my way. We're going to set the camera up best as I can. It's going to be awkward. We're going to have one person on the driver's seat, one person on the passenger seat, and we're going to try and get this dashboard out. We're going to mass work, get shit done, and get it done very, very fast. I don't know. I reckon we'll get this one out today and maybe get started on that one there. If you see, I'll quickly show you now. This one here, look, I'll take you over. Sorry about the background noise. There's a machine working in the background which is so loud. The dashboard is completely out of that one. And it looks so intimidating like that. There's so many wires. Oh, and there's a scratch card there, look behind there. Fucking hell, might have won £1 million. God, if we've won £1 million, we'll sell the bloody thing. And then look at the front end. But it's coming back together very, very good. So that is it today. The whole centre console's out and everything. So we are going to get on that now. I'm going to set the camera up, and yeah, less talk, more action, as DMO says. Before we get going, the centre console is the first bit that we have to remove. We then take the steering wheel off so we can get to the dash, glove box out before the dash and everything, and then it's all slots off in one big section. So let's go. These bolts here are the key to getting the centre console out. I know I said I'm going to do less talking, but I thought I'd show you guys. So if you are taking an i8 dashboard out, these bolts here are so important to get out, or nothing will come out. You'll be stuck. You'll be stuck like we were fucking a week ago, mate. Very, very simple design. Take the mat out. There's 2 bolts under there. There's 2 bolts here. 2 bolts in these gaps here. Standard 10 in there. 2 bolts at the back there. This bit literally just clips straight off. No bolts holding that at all. Look, we just got to get some trim tool clips to get it off at the top. And then this is basically loose. Look, it's already loose and it all just pulls off. There's a few more bolts under there to undo. And then that just slides out like that. You've got these trim clips down here to take off. There is your airbag module. And get the other one off the other car. Fucking hell, I feel like I'm in a fucking rabbit hole. Off that car and send that away today and get the crash data cleared. So I'm just going to set the camera up. We're going to get that centre console out and then get on the steering wheel and the dash. Whew, I feel like I've run 100 metres, mate. I'm so out of breath. After unbolting the middle section and undoing all the clips, there was just a few wires underneath which we had to remove. Something I've noticed on the i8 is how little bolts they've used. Everything is clipped together. The attention to detail is crazy, and I suppose they just want to keep the weight down. And one centre console is removed. And the last piece of getting the centre console out was removing the amp, which came out pretty easy after a few bolts. Guys, check out the wiring loom behind the amplifier. Look at that. Fucking hell, it's like a spider. Look at all the plugs. Can you remember how they go? No. We took a picture of this wiring loom here so we know what holes to put it back through when we put the centre console back on the other side. Because otherwise, we'll be doing it blind and it'd be an absolute nightmare. So let's get the dash out now and get the wheel off decent. As soon as you unpin the airbag out and take the clips off the back, there's only 1 bolt which holds the steering wheel in. It's super easy to get off, so that comes straight out. I used some trim tools to get the outer casing of the steering column off, and then that left the squib which undone after a few bolts and slid straight off. So we've got the wheel off, we've got the centre console out. We've got the side panels off the dash. Now we are just trying to get this dash out. Should be pretty smooth as we've done it before. So yeah, let's get cracking. I have to say this is probably one of the easiest dashes I've ever removed. There was a bolt right at the back behind the A pillar at the top of the dash, and then there was a few bolts on the side. Once we got the glove box out, which came out pretty easy, there was 2 bolts left, and then the dash slid straight out. It was mad, it all came out in one piece. I actually thought it was going to be a 2-piece dash where the cream leather and the black leather was going to be different, but it turns out not. This is an exposed look at the inside of the dash. The wiring looms are crazy. We need to make sure we feed them back into the right holes onto day 2. Yes guys, so we're back and it's day 2 of the dash change on the BMW i8. I'm going to keep the talking to a minimal. The new dash is right behind me there and we're going to get it put in. We just got to make sure we don't leave any of the connections loose, because if we put the whole dash back in and there's some crazy lights on because we haven't connected something, we're going to be well pissed off. So we're going to take it slowly, step by step, and get it done. Wash. What thicko put that ladder there? Can you plug it? Guys, you see these hooks here? Quickly explain. They hook on to them 2 sections which Stuart is pointing at now to secure the main part of the dash down, and then you just bolt the front on. So it's quite a simple design. So hopefully we don't fuck it up. It was actually proper tricky to get the i8 on the hooks, because I couldn't get my hand up there, I couldn't get anything up there. To try and support the back of it without like holding it was impossible, I swear down. Once we got it on there, we secured the bolts down, as you do, to get the dash solid. We have got the dash in, and we're just putting the bolts in. There's a bolt there, bolt there, bolt in that little gap, a bolt up through there, 2 down here, some behind the screen, and we're already, it's pretty solid in there, so it's coming back together pretty fast. We just got to make sure now we connect everything up and there's no loose cables left down there, because that will be a fucking problem. But yeah, it's pretty sturdy at the moment, and with all of this stuff going in, oh shit, let's crack on. This job felt like bolt after clip, after bolt after clip, after bolt after clip, non-stop. But eventually we did feel like we were getting somewhere, and it was time to slot in the air vent and the radio. Get the tunes on, boy. Only joking, there's no power to the car and it doesn't start. We don't even know if it starts yet. We've got all that to come, so make sure you subscribe. We're just about to put the cluster back in, and you can see the forensic dust that the police have used to do fingerprints on this car. Look at that, that is funny as fuck, man. It must have worked, because they definitely caught him. That should come off with a little bit of elbow grease, no problem. Put some stuff on that in a minute. That is funny, man. We've noticed that in the back of the squib there is this plug here, and there is no wire that goes there, and we've gone and checked on the other car and there is no wire there anyway, and we didn't unplug one yesterday, so what we think it might be like a universal squib that is used in other cars, which maybe in like an X6 or something there's a plug that goes in it. So we shall soon find out when we get it started up in a couple of weeks, and if there's a warning light on the dash then we know what the problem is, but for the moment we're going to assume that there's nothing there and go with it. There is rat shit in here, man. That is disgusting. I hate rats, and I know they've been running about in my i8 is disgusting. There's rat poo everywhere inside. On a lighter note, it's wheel time. Get this bastard on.
That ain't gonna fall off, is it? So
hopefully not.
Airbag. That plugs in there, Henry. Then. Oh,
she's on. We're gonna call it a day there for the moment. That is the end of the dash change episode on the i8. We've got to leave the center console out until I get the airbag module sent off, wipe the crash data and put back in. There's no point putting it all in and then getting it all back out. In the next episode, hopefully we get the airbag module back, and we're gonna get it off of these ramps, get it into the workshop, cut the screen out, change the screen, try and do all the headline and airbags as well, and maybe the seat belts, and also tackle the front end. Maybe not in that order, so I'm not promising anything, but I hope you're enjoying the content, guys. As I say, 2022 is going to be a fat year for the channel. You are not going to want to miss out. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now, and I'll see you next time. It's your boy HA. Peace out.